Greetings to all. Let's talk about stress today. Stress seems to be one of the favorite words of many a trainer or many people in the world today. We seem to be having a factory inside us which is producing this so-called stress. We need to understand what is stress and what is causing the stress. Like say a balloon. When you take a balloon, it's just there. When you blow into it, it's blowing up to an extent. Now when you blow it more, when you make it very tight and it can't blow anymore, it is in total stress. You try to blow a little more and it bursts. The balloon is the simple example of what's happening with us in stress. And the biggest joke that is happening that we are doing with ourselves is the word called stress management. Stress is not supposed to be managed. Stress is supposed to be done away with. Stress is supposed to be dropped, not managed. So never try to manage stress. Okay, now coming to it, what is the point of manufacturing? What is the source of manufacturing stress? The source of manufacturing stress is expectations. Okay, people's expectations out of you, and now you have taken into yourself to fulfill those expectations. You have come into stress. Okay, in the corporate side, you are given deadlines. You are given so much of work. You have to finish by this time. You are midway and you are not seeing it is happening, and it is building stress on you. We human beings are actually the source of stress to each other. We are actually giving stress to each other in the name of time frames. You have to finish this job in so and so time, or I have so and so expectations from you. Okay, is there a possibility to live a life without stress? Yes, my dear friends, you can be stress free right from this moment. The moment you understand this and the moment you accept it, you will never be working with stress in your life again. First and foremost is that never work under somebody's expectations. You don't have to make the world happy. You don't have to work to make anybody happy. Okay, you work only to make yourself happy. You are working because it makes you happy. So you are giving your best to make yourself happy. Okay, so you are not working to meet somebody's expectations from you. The moment you release this factor that I have to satisfy somebody, I have to provide somebody, I have to do this work in time. Well, you have to do this work in time? Fair enough, you have to do it. But don't think about time, just do it. Let's see how far it goes. Maybe it will happen within the time frame. Maybe it will not happen within the time frame. But don't think about the time frame when you are doing the work, because that thinking about the time frame is giving you stress. Don't think about the result while you are working. If you are thinking about the result, midway it is giving you stress. Whether will you be able to reach that point or not. Don't think about it. Right now, what you can do that much. Then you will be released of stress. Another very beautiful point I will tell you about expectations is release yourself from expectations. You may say, how can I release myself from expectations? And then I have this very convinced people, self-convinced, who talk about, after all, I am a human being, I will have expectations, people will have expectations. I am stunned at this. You are not, after all, a human being. You are a being through which an intelligence is expressing itself. You are not an after all. Okay, so this mindset has to go. So let me give you a simple way of coming out of stress. Release yourself out of expectations. There are three things in the breath which is causing stress to you. I'll tell you what it is. 1, questions. 2, compulsions. 3, expectations. When these three things are not there in your breath is free from questions, from compulsions, from expectations. Your breath is stress free. And today I take this opportunity to actually teach you the technique, the simple technique to release yourself from stress. You know how? What did I say? You release yourself from three things. 1, questions. What will happen to me? What if it does not happen? What if I fail in somebody's expectations? What if I am not successful? What if it does not happen? What if I don't receive the money? What if I don't receive promotion? What if? The questions to which you do not have answers right now are the questions which is bothering you and causing stress to you, correct? So answer the question. Tell the question that I don't want to know. What will happen next? I don't want to know. What should I do next? I don't want to know. What if it doesn't happen? I don't want to know. What if I don't get promotion? I don't want to know. Tell the questions for which you do not have an answer. Just tell them, I don't want to know. The mind will come in between and it will tell you, oh, it is so dangerous not to know. You must know. Tell the mind, I don't want to know. What if I don't get that salary? I don't want to know. I don't want to know what if. When you answer all your questions that I don't want to know, the question will not come back again to you. All questions are dropped. Number 2, compulsions. Never be under a compulsion. Compulsion of making somebody happy, compulsion of reaching in time, compulsion of this, compulsion. No, release yourself from compulsion. Sometimes you will have to say no, to something. Always saying yes may put you to some kind of compulsion. So, if in a nice way, you come out of your compulsion. Identify the compulsion. If anything is compulsive, don't do it. And 3, expectations. It's very simple to come out of expectations. What is expectation? Expectation is putting a dead weight on that. You are putting your weight of expectations on it. Now it has become heavy and it is not able to come to you. Okay? This is what expectation is. It's a dead adult weight. So change the word. Don't be in expectation. Be in anticipation. Anticipation is childlike, bubbly, full of life. You are anticipating it to happen. It didn't happen today. Okay, it may happen tomorrow. Oh, it didn't happen tomorrow. Okay, it may happen the next day. There's a constant anticipation. But in expectation, oh, it didn't happen today. Oh my God, it didn't happen tomorrow also. And you go and become disappointed. Disappointment is the consequence of expectation. And then, building of stress. Okay, so be in anticipation. So you're always lively, like a child. Okay, so relieve yourself from questions, compulsions, and expectations, and your breath will be free, relieved, and there won't be any stress building up in you. Think about it. Thank you.